This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I am delighted to be here helping you with playing the guitar. In this Guitar 101 mini course, it's all about playing Christmas music. So each episode features a different song. There's 30 different episodes. In this episode, we're working on We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Great old standard. It's used all the time, especially with caroling. So we're going to work on playing it here on the guitar. Now, if you haven't done so yet, you want to look down in the description and get the sheet music from the link that's provided so you can download that PDF. This is our company's version, and you'll want that so you can play right along with me. As I do in most of these episodes, we'll work on reading and playing that melody, and then we'll work on the chords, doing them with strumming so we could accompany somebody else playing the melody, or somebody singing the melody, or ourselves singing the melody, and then we'll work on a finger picking pattern that we could use to play the chords so we could accompany a melody again. So it's an alternative option to strumming the chords. So we'll go ahead and get started here with playing the melody. Now the melody is written out on top in standard music notation, and they're below the lyrics, I should say, in tablature. If you're not familiar with one of those, you only need one, then you'll want to check out the quick answer video that explains tablature. That's the best place to start. Or if you want to learn to read the melody written in standard music notation, you could check out the quick answer video on that. There's also method books in my method book series that go over reading and playing tablature, reading and playing notes. And those books, they come with video lessons so you can walk through, and it starts from very basic and progresses through things that are more challenging, helps you become proficient at playing music written in tablature or playing music written in standard music notation. So, but here I'm just going to jump in, and with these basic melodies for these Christmas songs, if you check out the quick answer video that explains tablature, it would get you going and you could learn how to read that and figure these out. But I'm going to go ahead and play it. Sometimes my students, my in-person students, as they're playing, they like to sing the melody, and that's a great thing to do. It helps us playing these melodies a little bit more when we connect what we already know in playing in the melody itself and how it would be sung. When we connect that to how we're playing the guitar, and vice versa, playing the melody can help us learn it in our ears so we can sing it a little better. So you can do that if you'd like to. I'm just going to play it on this one, but you can sing along if you want to. So it comes in on beat 3. We're in 3/4 time. I'm going to give us 3, 1, 2, and then we'll be in 3, 1, 2. Now, it doesn't say this exactly, but at the end there it says D, C, Al, fine. So there's multiple verses, and on the last time that you go through, you go back to the top and then just play through the first 2 lines up until where it says fine. So you don't play that last note on that line, but you play up until there. So we would go back to the We Wish You a Merry Christmas part. So let's do that. 3, 1, 2. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So just like so. So if we were singing all the verses, we would go through the whole thing each time, and there's 4 of them. So go all the way through 4 times. And then on the last time, after we've done that, it's we do D, C, Al, fine. D, C means back to the top. We go back to the top, and we're going to do verse 1, and you just do the We Wish You a Merry Christmas all the way to the fine, and that's how it ends. Now, as we play the chords, I'm actually just going to do the first verse and then the refrain part, good tidings we bring, and then I go back and do that first verse again. I'm not going to do the other 3 verses, but if you want to sing about the figgy pudding and bring us until we get some, we're not leaving in all that. Those are some of the old traditional lyrics. They don't get sung as often when we're just going around caroling or just singing with our friends, but if you want to sing all those, you can. Here in the lesson, I'm just going to do the first verse, then the good tidings we bring part, and then I go back and do the first verse again. So keep it a little bit shorter. So strumming, I've got a strumming pattern written up here on the board that works great for this. This is a great pattern for 3/4 time. Down, down, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up. We got quarter note and then 4/8 notes. That's the rhythmic notation right there for that. If you want to know more about rhythmic notation, you can check out my quick answer video on that. Strumming direction is written above. The down strum is the 3-sided rectangle. V means up. So we've got down, down, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up, 1, 2, up, 3, up. 3/4 time can be tricky. So sometimes it helps to count 1, 2, up, 3, up. Otherwise, we sometimes want to fill it out and make it fit into something that's in 4/4 time, which we're a little bit more used to usually. So 3/4 time though, 1, 2, up, 3, up. Just as simple as that. We'll go ahead and plug that in. As you look over this, we're going to be plugging this in 1 time per measure. So we have G for a measure, C for a measure, A7 for a measure, and D for a measure, B7 for a measure, E minor, C for the first 2 beats, and then D7, G. When we have 2 chords in a bar in 3/4 time, we are either going to have that second chord come in on beat 2 or beat 3, and whichever it is we just throw it in to that part of the strumming pattern. So if it comes in on beat 2, it gets the down, up, down, up. If it's coming in on beat 3, it just gets the down, up. And how do we know? Well, it's where the chord symbol is sitting above. What value in the melody is it sitting above in the actual written music? So it sits above beat 3 with this one, so we're going to stick it in on beat 3. So we're going to have C, D7, G. And sometimes getting that up strum when you switch chords like that is a bit much, so you can just go down, down, up, down, down, and that's fine. Or you can get the down up in there. You're going to have that on the second to last measure on the last line as well, so we've got that in a couple places. If some of these chords are new to you, you've never played them before, there's a quick answer video that explains the different chords. So if you just go into the quick answer videos on specific chords, that playlist, you can find one that will explain the chord you're looking for. I'm not going to take time to do that here. So we'll go ahead, 1, 2, up, 3, up. Here we go, and I'm going to do the first verse, then I'll do that refrain part, and then go back and do the first verse again, as I mentioned. 3, 1, 2, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your King. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay. Now, if this particular key doesn't work very well for you, it's a little bit low for me. You can use a capo. If you're not familiar with capo, you can check out my quick answer video on that. But with a capo, you can raise that key a little bit. If you want to sing in the soprano range, you'd be okay to sing this an octave higher than, or whatnot. So you can change that key up though with a capo and find a comfortable range. I pick these keys based on the chords that work well as we're learning to play the guitar. So there is the strumming pattern, and that works well. And if you were to just play all those verses, you could, and then you just repeat that one final part. We're going to look at finger picking with this one though. So on the finger picking side, If you've never done this before, you want to check out my quick answer video that gets you started, because I'm not going to go through all the details. I'll just go through a little bit here on how we're going to play it for this song. So we have a finger picking pattern written over here on the right, sort of like our strumming pattern, though these letters tell us what finger we're going to be plucking the strings with. So thumb is represented by a P, so P is thumb. I for index, M for middle, and A for ring. So the P and the A, you might think, why isn't it T and R? That would make more sense in English. These are actually the letters that start the words that name the fingers in Spanish and Italian. And the guitar was sort of born in Italy and Spain. That's the first places we really see guitar music. So these letters come from the words in Italian and Spanish. So when we're playing this pattern, our thumb is going to pluck the bass note of the chord, or the lowest note of the chord. So for G, that'll be the 6th string, for example. It could be on the 5th string or the 4th string. So it's going to pluck one of those low bass strings, 4, 5, or 6. Our index is going to always pluck the 3rd string, or the G string. Our middle finger is going to always pluck the 2nd string, or the B string, and our ring finger is going to always pluck the E string, or the top string. Our pinky just moves with that E string. So index, middle, and ring, and then our thumb will pluck the bass note of the chord. We can first work on learning a pattern with E minor. We won't need our fingers on at all because we're going to pluck the low 6th string and then the top 3, so we won't be playing the 2 we'd have a finger down on. This pattern goes thumb, and then I'm going to pluck that 3rd string with my index, 2nd with my middle, top with my ring, back to my middle on the 2nd, and then index. Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. Bring that a little so you can see my hand. Thumb, index, middle, ring, middle, index. P, I, M, A, M, I. And you can just get that going. Pause the video if you need to. Once you get it going on E minor, you can look at these chords. So G, we pluck that low 6th string. For C, we pluck the 5th string. A7, we're going to pluck the open 5th string with our thumb. D, we pluck the 4th string. B7, 5th string. E minor, we were just doing. And then C, we've already done, but D7 and G. Here's a little trick to knowing which string to pluck. You got the open 4th string. That's a D pitch, so for any D chord, we're plucking that 4th string. We have the 5th string, which is an A pitch, so for any chord, that's the one that we're going to be plucking. And then we have the E on the 6th string, so for any E chord, we're plucking that one. The rest of the chords, it's the lowest place you have a finger on the strings. So if I was playing this F, it'd be that 4th string. If I was playing C, it's the 5th string, because that's the lowest one. G, it's the lowest one with a finger. So that's how we know that. We got 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. We're going to try going about there. And again, we'll just do that first verse, that refrain part, and then back to that first verse. Save a little time, but you can play through all of them if you want to. 1 and 2 and we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now I didn't tell us what to do there, so we have 2 chords per bar. We're going to fill out, in this case it comes in on beat 3, 1 and 2 and. Now what you can do is a pinch. You can add your thumb to the beat that it's coming on, add the thumb with the middle, so I could go P, I, M, A, M, I. I need that bass note in there, otherwise we won't hear the new chord. Or I can just do a pinch where I just grab all the strings at once, and I think that sounds nice. P, I, M, A, pinch, G. And that's what I'm going to do. P, I, M, A, pinch, G. Okay, so here you go. 3 and 1 and 2 and we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Okay, I hope that helps with that one. I hope you're having fun with these. There are more episodes, more Christmas songs, so you can check those out if you want more songs to play. Also, I have a Christmas album, Silent Night, all solo arrangements that are being played on nylon string guitar by me. Christmas songs, super fun for this time of year. I think it's called Silent Night, Kristen R. Bromley, 14 tracks on that album. It's available digitally, it's available for streaming, and also on CD. So you may want to check that out. You may want to check out more of these videos. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. Take care. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.